Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into 3 of the latest and most exciting units in Enemy World Tour Defense: Dragon Eye EVO, All Might Peace Symbol, which is the LR Plus, and a new Berserk Mecha, which is Miracle Plus. These drops have seriously shaken up the game's meta with new mechanics, insane visuals, and top tier utility. Quick heads up, right? I don't own these units myself yet, but massive shout out to my friend, what a name, for helping me with the stats, gameplay footage, and test runs you'll see in the showcase. Couldn't have done it without him. We'll start with the Dragon Eyes EVO rework, move on to All Might Plus Ultra buffs, and finish off with the newest mechanical monster, Berserk Mecha. Well, let's get into it. So first up is Dragon Eye Evolution, one of the flashiest additions this season. He's based on Kyoya Gain from Future Card Buddy Fight, and his evolved form doesn't just look powerful, it actually feels like a boss tier unit. You evolve him through the standard Dragon Eye from using the new EVO token. Once upgraded, right, he transforms into a UR++ rarity with some of the cleanest sword and dragon animations in Anime World Tour Defense so far. The arcs of red and blue energy trail behind his strikes, and his ultimate draconic force summons a massive dragon spirit that dive bombs enemies for a huge AoE explosion. As you can see in the video, fully upgraded, Dragon Eye Evolution can also output anywhere from like 700k to over 1 billion DPS almost, kinda. Well, depending on the leader bonuses really. His range sits at around 65 and his SPA drops noticeably after evolution, meaning he also attacks faster while maintaining wide cone coverage. Really one of the best tier units, probably in a tier list. He's probably easily one of the S tier units for raw damage and then A tier overall, blah blah blah. He's perfect for long waves, progressive modes like maybe infinite mode or his boss rushes. Well, especially bosses that cluster up for AoE hits. If you pair him with buff supports like All Might or Ramen Guy, you'll see some like crazy ridiculous burst numbers. So yeah, Dragon Eye definitely deserves the hype. Killer mix of visuals and power. You can see like every single GFX effect, spent time, every single thing made from the developers, really well made, well done. Dragon Force, Dragon Shield, it literally just buffs the whole game. Like it's literally a game changer. You can see whenever I use the shield, right, it literally turns the base health from like 80k to 55 million, which is like 10 times his own attack, and like buffs the health so further back. It's literally the best unit in game for defense, if you ask me. So, well, do spend your time on getting him. It wouldn't be a waste, and he's really an S tier unit for raw damage as well. 5 million damage. Back in the day, I wouldn't even get that far. If you enjoyed the video so far and haven't subscribed yet, please consider giving me a like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Anyways, next up we got All Might. We've got the number 1 hero himself, All Might, or Peace Symbol, which is a legendary rare plus, released in the September 2025 update. Well, I mean, really? All Might, My Hero Academia? Well, we're in the usual game himself, after all those years back then when, you know, the copyright strikes on My Hero Academia, blah blah blah. Anyways, we're back here, we got All Might, and we don't have to change any clothes whatsoever. We just got All Might here. This unit quickly became the blueprint for what a good hybrid use support should be in enemy or tower defense. Well, I mean, we don't really have a good hybrid support, right? So, well, unlike Dragon Eye, All Might isn't like all about the solo damage. His true value literally lies in boosting the entire squad. His skill Peace Symbol, right, offers a 25 to 50% team-wide damage, like attack power buff, scaling with upgrades, so it's probably one of the best consistent buffs in the game right now, especially for low modes like Raid and Abyss. Well, I mean, then you've got his Plus Ultra Special, which is like just like the anime. Plus Ultra. Okay, I'm not gonna even imitate what the anime sounds like. Well, it's basically a cinematic version of his anime attacks. A huge AoE smash. It looks incredible, and just devastating burst damage. And with his like 3 times damage passive chance, this move literally can hit absurd totals when fully optimized. Well, when you talk about tier list or like ranking wise, comfortably one of the S tier for support, A tier overall. It's not going to out damage your main DPS units obviously, but as a consistent buffer and backup attacker, it's probably unmatched. All Might literally fits perfectly beside damaged monsters like Dragon Eye Evolution, or was this unit called? This one particular unit that's like, oh, I remember. It's Cursed Swordsman. Well, it helps them nuke through late waves faster. So yeah, Hero does what he does best, making everyone around him stronger, just like the anime. We need Midoriya or Deku to get into the game. The whole squad will probably make a video about it soon. But if any updates are available, we should probably work on that as well. But anyway, you can see, just like how the anime does, this is All Might, the losing version of it. It's unfortunate, but All Might loses one time already, so can't afford to lose again in a game. Imagine he loses in a game, that'd be really downer for him. If you're still considering subscribing or not, now's your chance. Literally, your last chance. Well, I mean, this is the second character, now we're gonna talk about the third one. Time for the big finale. Berserk Mecha, also known as Shinji, which is a Miracle Rare Plus. I'm not sure if it's a Miracle Rare or it's Miracle, but whatever. It's one of the most chaotic and powerful new releases from the anniversary update. Well, it's 2025, so I wonder what will happen the anniversary of 2026. Well, the unit is inspired like from Evangelion, blah blah blah. Piloting his Berserk Mecha from, you know, which looks like absolutely insane in battles. Oh, I remember his name. Shinji Ikari. Evangelion. Yep. Basically, that's that. So, what makes this mecha stand out so much? So, like, it's a Miracle Rare Plus unit, obviously, meaning like high stats, crazy visuals, and like unique mechanics. Its most distinctive feature is probably the sync control system, which lets you like direct the mecha's attacks separately from Shinji himself. That opens up like crazy wild gameplay possibilities, especially on stages where placement strategy matters. Like really matters, right? Like damage wise, Berserk Mecha is like what's that called? Berserker Surge. Passive allows him to continuously raise his attacks power the longer he stays active. So it caps at roughly 2 million plus damage per second, fully buffed, and every time he takes heavy hits or his damage spikes again through his rage scaling. Probably combine that with All Might's buff and Blood Queen's support, then you have a literally walking nuke. Like his ultimate attack, Apocalyptic Release, unleashes like a massive and crazy explosion that wipes out everything in a wide radius. Literally cinematic, loud, and makes him perfect for large wave clearing or soloing endgame bosses. So, considering getting him as well, in terms of tier placement, Berserk Mecha is currently probably viewed as tier overall, I guess, edging into Meta Breaker's territory for players who can afford his high placement cost. His range isn't extreme, but his durability and raw output make him one of the most rewarding MR units. So, overall, Berserk Mecha feels like a definition of controlled chaos, massive power, great sustainability. While it's mixing both fun and strategic, it's one of the best impressive new units in anime World Tour Defense this year. So there you have it. Dragon Eye Evolution, All Might Pisimo, and Berserk Mecha. These absolute beats are dominating the new current meta in very different ways. Dragon Eye for AoE destruction, All Might for all-round team buffs, Berserk Mecha for chaotic mechanical devastation. Big shout out again for What a Name for helping me with this video. That's it for today. Good luck on your summons, stay grinding, and as always, so plus Ultra.